Hi, this is Jacob with MarketingPlayBook.co, and today we're going to be showing you how to import data and create ad groups inside the Adwords Editor. Now, I use the Adwords Editor predominantly, especially when managing ads and creating ads. This is actually the second video in our series of creating ad groups. The first video we showed you how to do it manually. You're going to see that there are some blocked out sections within the interface, and that's because it's private data. So to actually sync your account, you're simply going to go to the Accounts tab, hit Open, and then follow the on-screen instructions to sync your account up. We've already have our account synced, so we're going to see right here that I actually already downloaded our test campaign, which is going to be Dental-Denver. And I'm going to be importing my data that I got from the Keywords tool in AdWords. When we went over a keyword research earlier, we pulled out numerous data from it, and we're going to see, I'm just going to expand a few of the tabs right here, and we're going to see that by default the campaign was named Draft Campaign, so I'm actually going to change that name to a Denver-Dental. That way it loads up right into my existing account because I already have all the customized settings within that account because we're just targeting Denver and only people within Denver because this is a made-up Denver practice. And we're going to see here that these are the actual ad groups that we have in the Keywords tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit different of a twist here because it's not. I'm going to do this because I'm going to be creating ads for each and every one of these separately. So this is the way I recommend most people do it. And in this manner, I can write an ad copy just for this particular keyword. So dentistry for children, instead of having one ad group that has one particular ad copy for all the keywords within that ad group, I can have it separated out, so it's just dentistry for children. I can write an ad specifically for this. I can write an ad specifically for cosmetic dentistry, for family dentistry, and it's just a lot easier to improve your quality score when everything matches up. And if you recall from a keyword quality score, there's two people you're trying to make happy. One is the Google machine, and the other one is the actual human doing the search. So for this, if we have dentistry for children in the ad copy, it's just going to look a lot better for us. So let me go ahead and change this name. We're going to copy this. We're going to replace it with Dental-Denver, I believe it is. Replace all. So I did that. So now I'm going to go ahead and import the data. I'm going to go to Account, Import. I'm going to import from a file. I'm going to go ahead and select the file that we want, which is Keywords Edited. I'm going to open it, and it's going to bring up that data. It's going to see what's been added, what's been skipped. We're going to go ahead and finish in review and take a look. So we're going to see it did, we already had the Dental-Denver there, so we're going to see that it imported the ad groups, which is 30 of them, and 25 keywords. So I had some issues with that actual sheet, so I can go ahead and I can just say keep and then take a look at the issues within this ad group, and it's basically probably going to say that, hey, I don't have any active targeting information in them. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is select them all. Hold down the shift key at the bottom so they're all selected, and I'm actually going to change the default CPC to 0.31 because this is just an example. You can go ahead and you can change the cost per click to each and every one of those if you want. We're going to see that the warnings have dropped down for most of the campaigns. The campaigns that are going to have more than one warnings in, it's because I had an extra line within the import sheet, which is going to happen. So if we actually take a look at that import sheet real quick, we're going to see that here I had an extra line, so dentistry was capitalized and there was no keyword for it, so it didn't understand and what it was doing there because there was no keyword within it and there was no broad match on it, which is very common, especially when you're importing the Excel sheet directly from the AdWords keyword tool. So I'm going to go ahead, and it was pretty easy to identify what they are. Remove. So everything is now set up in here as far as ad groups go. I have my default bid in here. I have my ad group name. Each ad group contains its own keyword. So if I were to go in to, let's say, family dentistry, you can go down to the keywords tab. So if I were just to go select keywords and then in each and every campaign, we're going to see that this campaign, cosmetic dentist, has cosmetic dentist in it. Dental emergency has dental emergency in it. And dentist emergency, and some of these ad copies are going to end up being the exact same. You're just going to run into that. But best practice, I do segment out each and every keyword into its own ad group. It just makes things a lot easier, especially as you start adding in more keywords. You already have campaigns that have specific ads written for each and every keyword, and it's a lot easier just to dump those keywords right into it. So that's it for creating ad groups within the AdWords editor. In the next video, we're going to be covering how to create ads within the AdWords editor.